Steven Universe has been popular since it first came out in 2013. The only thing is, there is a huge hole. There are no toys. Well, no dedicated toy lines. In 2017, McFarlane Toys tried to give us that. Except, it was their version of Lego. This is definitely not what fans were expecting. But are they any good? McFarlane Toys has released 6 Steven Universe construction sets that can work with other blocks, such as Mega Blocks, now Mega Constructs, and Lego. These sets include 3 small sets, 2 medium sets, and 1 large set. 3 small sets are Peridot with Jailbreak, Garnet with Arcade Mania, and Pearl with Great Diamond Authority Pillar.
Something that's pretty neat about the small sets is that they come with mini posters right in the middle of the instructions.
The 2 medium sets are Amethyst with Kitchen and Rose Quartz with Temple Door Warp Pad. The largest set is Steve and Greg with the Mr. Universe van. These look pretty neat, although I already see a couple of problems here, but I'll get to those later. Right now, let's get to constructing. I'll start with my second favorite gem, Pearl. The figure looks nice, and the Diamond Authority pillar looks nice too. I do have to say that right off the bat, these are not good quality bricks. Some fit tight, some fit very loose. Then there's Pearl's legs. I barely touch her and they come right off. I also hate putting these stickers on. I don't know how many decals you have ever put on a toy. My experience with that is that sometimes they run small and other times they run big. It's rare to have some that are cut perfect, and even then, we're human, so we're going to mess it up. I guess the decals were their way of saying that their bricks suck so hard that the only way to hold them together are with these stickers. Not only that, but the seams of the bricks show up through the decals. The highlight from the Pearl set is that she looks cool. Remember, I said looks cool, because she doesn't function that cool. She does come with her sword, which I prefer instead of her spear. We can articulate her head, arms, wrist, and the legs can come up and also rotate, but that's because they're separate pieces. If this line continues, I'd like to see a Stadium Pearl with Connie and a clear blue holographic Pearl sparring partner. This Pearl set gets 4 out of 5 stars from me. It's pretty good. It does have its flaws, but I still like it. Let's look at Peridot next. Wow. Just wow. This one is pretty bad. One thing that I'm starting to get from these is that the instructions are crap. It tells you where to put the bricks, but it's not clear. So I have to skip over that section and go to the next one where the bricks are already laid down, so that step was useless. Not only that, but it's probably adding to the cost of the thing. When it came to the decals, I kept getting it wrong, so I had to take off the decal a few times. And guess what? Yep, the decal ripped. And this is for kids? The overall structure of this thing is garbage. If they would have had you build it from both sides instead of one long set of bricks, it would be more stable. This is so fragile, and if it breaks from normal play, the decals will rip along with it. The highlight of this set is the fact that it's Peridot, and that's really about it. I wouldn't expect the Peridot playset this early on in the game, and unfortunately, she's also top heavy, so there's that. If this line continues, Peridot could benefit from having a ship, or maybe make her a 2-for-1 large set with Lapis and the barn. This Peridot set actually gets a 2 out of 5, and that's actually pretty bad. Like I said before, this thing has structural problems, and then the decal thing, not to mention the instructions were horrible. Okay, Garnet seems easy enough. There shouldn't be any mess ups on this one. All I did was try to put the ham hocks on Garnet's hands and she came apart. Plus, the layer of paint is too much. The paint is coming right off from the figure holding it. The stickers look bad. But what I noticed is that they actually painted these buttons for us. Why didn't this happen with the rest of it? They could have, oh, I don't know, maybe made a brick slab with the screen printed on it? The plastic sign is a nice touch though. Also, what's with the no visor Garnet? I know that at one point she's not wearing it in the episode, but this is the first Garnet figure from your new toy line and she doesn't have a visor?
That's rare.
Oh my gosh!
Seriously, I thought that maybe this set had another head with the visor. Now that would be awesome. A Garnet with no visor should be saved for a variant or another set. Or as I said before, a swappable head. Not only that, but in a New York Toy Fair photo, it shows plans of having Garnet with the visor. Even her minifigure poster, she has a visor and the gauntlets. Where are those? Someone dropped the ball at McFarlane. The hem hocks have small rivets along the sides of them, and I don't know, this just makes me happy. If the paint wasn't so thick, I think I'd like them more. Garnet is a cool looking figure, but that comes with an asterisk because she needs a visor head. It's like what Matchbox did with Voltron in the 80s. They took away his sword only to sell it later on a card back. So does this mean that Garnet's visor will come on a card back too? I mean seriously, not only does she need the visor, but also the gauntlets. I mean, maybe swappable hands and a swappable head would have been the best gimmick for this Garnet figure. If this line continues, we need a Garnet with a visor. It's not like the visor shows up every 10 episodes, it's a staple in the character's design. Garnet would benefit from coming in a minifigure set with Ruby and Sapphire, and of course, a visor Garnet. Maybe on a simple platform. Garnet's set is pretty solid, but then again you have that big sticker and I mean you can see the seams from the bricks behind it. Not only that, but then you got the ham hocks and the thick layer of paint, and then she doesn't have her visor. I don't know how many times I could stress that. That is the most disappointing part of it. So Garnet's set is pretty average compared to the rest of them. So it gets 3 out of 5. So there were problems with each of the small sets. Maybe the medium sets would do better, but I doubt it.